Hello and welcome to Truth Seekers Psychic Readings, reminding you of who you really are. Today we're going to look at the week starting the 30th of November all the way through to the 6th of December. Okay, guys, I had a look at these cards. I shuffled these cards, I put them out and I stared at them and I thought to myself, wow, they really do tell a story this week. And the story is very clear, it's poignant, and it's something that you just can't really look past. So I'm going to go through this with you and explain it to you. The theme for the week: the Tower, the Blasted Tower in some cards. Now the Tower comes up, okay, to remind us that there's change coming this week, okay? Not to worry, not to fear. It's not something you can control. Why? Because the Tower is a foundation, or is a building that was built on weak foundations. As you can see, it's getting hit by the elements, the lightning, the storm, it's on fire, there's wind, there's water, everything's there, all the elements, okay? And the people are falling, they're surrendering, they're falling to it. In a sense, that's what we need to do, but I'll get to that. When the Blasted Tower comes down, it's asking us to restructure our life and change something, okay? So the structure cannot support us anymore. And when the structure can't support us, we need to evolve and grow and change and let go of the old structure, build a new structure, okay? So this will be testing for some people. For some people, this will be evolved people. For other people, it will be a place or a thing or a circumstance, okay? But whatever it is, doesn't really matter, because it's trying to get you to open up and see that things may need to change in your life for whatever particular reason, okay? It could be the smallest, most minute thing, but that sense of agitation comes up in us to help us facilitate change and testing us to let go. So the theme this week is surrender and let go, in essence, to what we can't control, what we can't change. Because the card that comes up next to it is the 9, and actually came up like this, the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands, as you can see, it's a man, okay, determined, holding a wand, looking at the tower. So this is telling us that there may be a tendency or a feeling to hold on to that feeling, or to perhaps fight it a little bit, resist and not let go completely. So if you do have that feeling come up for you this week, that feeling of, I really need this to happen, and if it's not happening, please let it go, because there is a call for patience. There is a call for a need not to be fixated on an outcome. Guys, when we become fixated on an outcome, we are saying that we're not happy unless we have something, okay? But happiness comes from within. Always has, always will. And unless we realize that, we're always going to externalize to find something else to fulfill that void. Whatever it is that you are holding on to, time to let go of that, okay? So don't focus on that so much. Focus on where you're going. Focus on what you're creating, okay? Because right in the middle here, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Now the Wheel of Fortune is a 10 card. Right at the top here, you see there's a little X. See that? The X marks a intersection. It marks a point where we have to make a decision about which direction we go. And Wheel of Fortune is all about direction, okay? It can be good, it can be bad. It can turn a certain way. It can be involved with fate, okay? It's connected, I see, to the planet Saturn being the platinum pattern of fate and limitation, to the number 5, even though it's a 10. 5 vibration has that sense of change and change of direction. So basically saying to you, move in a new direction, choose a direction that you feel works for you and move with it. Don't question it, okay? Now, during this, there will be 5 of Wands, some internal battles, okay? The 5 of Wands in reverse is saying that there are battles coming on the inside, okay? That we're fighting with ourselves in terms of change, is what I see here, in terms of... Now, guys, don't get me wrong. This doesn't have to be completely life-changing, because this can all happen within a week. And anything can happen in that short window of time, but it doesn't have to be life-changing. It could just be simple letting go of a habit, realizing that we have a habit that doesn't support us, whether it affects us, whether it affects our loved one, whether it affects our kids, whatever it is. The habit is the tower, needs to come down, let go. The 9 of Wands, don't become fixated on the habit, turn away from it. The Wheel of Fortune, choose a new direction, stick with it. The 5 of Wands in reverse, those feelings that bubble up inside, you know, those feelings that say to us, have we made the right decision? It's questioning. This is saying, it's where we're questioning things. We're questioning whether we've made the right decision, whether it's a good thing that what we've done, whether we really should have made the change. All this is telling me you did the right thing and you're going to do the right thing as long as you trust how you feel, because the internal battles, okay, are only happening because the mind is not clear. So meditate, get out in nature, go for a walk, get creative, do some yoga, whatever it is, move the body, get aligned, remove all that toxicity in your mind, get clear so that you can feel good about the change. Lastly, we have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, okay? This is all about restructure, if you ask me. 4 is a building number, okay? In reverse, it's saying everything's coming down, you need to rebuild, all right? Pentacles are an earth number, very much about rebuilding. Earthy colors, you got yellow here for emotion, so it's saying there's an emotional connection with this, all right? But this is all about letting go. It's all about looking at life differently from a new perspective, because they're upside down. So don't hold on, let go, okay? Now, guys, I think this message is pretty clear, but if there's one thing I just want to share with you, it's that, you know, it's a common theme in our lives to constantly go through flux and change. Nothing in life is permanent. Sun goes up, sun comes down. Every day to remind us that life is different, life is changing, we are changing. We cannot always expect the same thing to be there consistently for us in our life. And if all of a sudden we wake up one day and things are innately different, if something has happened that's a little bit painful, or to remind us to be appreciative of what we have, then we have to take that on board and we have to take that lesson and say to ourselves, okay, I surrender, I let go. I'm letting go because I know that everything happens for a reason. And whatever this has happened, whatever this happens in this week, that is questioning things, that making us question things, making us look at our life from a different point of view and say, perhaps it's just time to let go. Perhaps it's just time to move forward. Now, like I said, it can involve people, relationships, places, things, okay, habits, circumstances. But whatever comes up for you this week, I challenge you to find what that thing is. And no doubt I feel you will come across it, okay, because it's now in your awareness. And this is not for a negative, this is for a positive. This is to say whatever comes up for you that you're battling with, that you're finding really hard to let go of, perfect chance to let go of it and grow and observe those thoughts around it. Just pick a new direction, go with it, you know. Beautiful things can happen with change, guys. You know, with pain there's growth. And I want to leave on a positive and say that everything that happens in life is for a reason, and if we can just let go and embrace that, amazing things are going to continue to happen because it's part of our path, it's part of our journey, yeah? So have an amazing week, guys. If you enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video, share it with your friends, and comment in the comments below. I really want to hear from you guys. Have an amazing day.